but I like to go ahead and take the meat, and there is 19 grams of protein in one of these. I can actually eat two because when you start cooking this up, it usually shreds apart and it gets a little bit smaller. So 19 grams of protein, add a little bit of onion and green pepper and some seasoned salt, and cook it in like a cast iron skillet. It's really good. It is kind of caramelized from the green peppers and the onions. And then I take provolone cheese when I put it on my plate, and I lay a slice of provolone cheese on it, which is 5 more grams of protein in one slice of provolone. And I just eat it with a fork rather than eat it on a bun. I don't eat these burritos a lot. In fact, I grabbed the wrong one. These are the ones my daughter eats. But I grabbed the frozen burritos. They have a lot of fat in them, but they also have 9 grams of protein to a burrito. And I usually get the bean and cheese. There's a whole lot less fat in them. And I will cook them in the toaster oven or something so that the outside gets crispy. If I try and microwave it, the tortilla is too gummy. Sometimes I'll eat a half of one of those and I'll put some taco meat on it and a little bit of sour cream and sauce. Okay, sticking with the meat and seafood. I don't know, you probably can't see that very good, but that is leftover tuna patties that I made. And the way I make them is can of tuna, drain the tuna real good, and then I add to a bowl, I add a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, salt, pepper, a little garlic salt, chop up some onions, sometimes chop up some celery, anything you might want in it. And then I patty them out. A couple of these, I took some barbecued flavor potato chips and crumbled them up real tiny and just laid them in it before I threw them in the skillet. And I used a little bit of olive oil with a little tad bit of butter to fry them in. And so I don't know the protein count off the top of my head, but if you consider what's in a can of tuna, and then by the time you add 1 or 2 eggs to it, also you could put some cracker crumbs or breadcrumbs in it to make it a little bit thicker of a patty so it will stay together. I did not use any bread inside these. I figured I was doing bad enough by putting potato chips on the outside, but you could use some breadcrumbs on the outside too. All right. Very simple. Everybody knows about deli meat. I still love it. I will, at the beginning of the week, usually on a Sunday, I'll open this up and I will separate it into individual baggies so that I have them ready to go for the week. And then along with it, I'll put one of the Baby Bell little round cheeses or a mozzarella cheese stick or something like that, so I've got some lunch or a snack. And this is cool. I love this stuff. It is fresh mozzarella cheese, prosciutto, and basil roll. So it's all rolled up in there if you can see it. And it has 20 grams of protein in 3 ounces. And there's not quite 3 servings in this container. So probably about this much would be 20 grams of protein. And trust me, I have no problem with cheese. I love cheese. It's my favorite thing in the whole world, especially when it's fixed up all Italiano like that. Okay, we're getting down to the end. This Cinnabon Coffee Mate, it's not sugar-free, but I just use a tad bit in whatever I use it in. I'm going to try it in a morning coffee protein shake, so it's sort of like a cinnamon latte. But I also like it with the Special K Protein Plus after you add your milk. I use 3/4 of a cup of this cereal, which is, I think, 10 grams of protein. Yeah, 10 grams of protein. And then I add half a cup of milk, so that's like 4 grams of protein, I think. And then I'll put a splash of this in it, and it really makes the flavor good. A little bit of cinnamon in with it. Edamame. I like edamame. It has 8 grams of protein to a half cup, and I buy it in the frozen section. These are frozen. Look like they're actually soybeans is what they are, and they're still in the pod. Do not eat the pod, but I will dump these out into my 1 cup container, run water over them like I do the shrimp, just cool water. Let them set for a little bit till they're totally thawed, and then when you pop them open, you've got 3 little beans in there that you can eat. I really like them this way, plain, or frozen, I guess, better than I do when you buy them in the store and they're like freeze-dried or roasted. And these are lightly salted. They're not heavily salted at all, but that adds just a little bit of a touch to them. So edamame, soybeans, very good snack. And let's see, I think we're about done here. Going to move into the yogurt. Yoplait Greek. I've got blueberry. I also found Dannon Greek yogurt that I've had this week. I haven't tried the blueberry and the Yoplait yet. I think I've had strawberry in one, honey in the Dannon. Oh, here's Dannon. Here's what the Dannon looks like. This is just plain, but I thought I might jazz it up with some of the Planter All Fruit seedless blackberry. And these are adorable. I bought these because I knew I was going to be getting a fill. Aren't those cute? I think there was 3 grams of protein in these. I don't know. It's not marked on the individual containers. They're for little kids. They're Danonino, I guess, I don't know, like Dino. But anyway, the consistency of this is like Greek yogurt. I threw the outside cardboard away that held these. I think there's 8 to a package, 8 or 6. So I don't know if it's Greek yogurt or not, but it does look or taste the consistency of Greek. So anyway, I'm going to have to divide this into 2 videos. I didn't expect it to be this long. And I'm talking 90 miles an hour. So anyway, those are just a few of the things that I've got going on the past, I don't know, a little bit that I've been eating. I honestly don't grab anything fast food anymore. You know, in the beginning I talked a lot about I'd swing through McDonald's and get an Egg McMuffin and throw the outside of the bread away, or just order a sausage patty by itself. I don't even do that anymore. Just I've always got something that I can eat, you know, in the morning to take with me. And I got a McDonald's burger a couple times, and I don't know if they've just got worse or if my taste have changed, but I swear in that one 79-cent burger, bread off of it, and that little patty, there was nothing to it. And it was all chunky pieces of that white crap, you know what I'm talking about, like gristle or something. I don't remember 2 years ago or a year ago even that the hamburgers had all that in it. So maybe your taste and what you're used to just changes. So can't wait for spring so we can grill a little bit more. Tonight we're going to make homemade pizza, and I'm going to make a super thin crust one for me, and lots of good cheese on it, and veggies, and some meat, a little bit of mushroom. So anyway, thanks for sticking through this if you've ended up sticking through it. And this morning I got up, I could see my collarbones and stuff. It was pretty cool. I couldn't believe it. I thought, is that me? I look really trim through here. So anyway, that's it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.